The National Bank Open in Toronto. Center Court. The atmosphere is electric. The crowd is overwhelmingly clad in the blue, red, yellow, and white of the Philippine flag. The chants are deafening. This is Alex Eala, the 21-year-old Filipina sensation, taking on the American Caty McNally. What unfolds is not just a match. It is a statement. It is a coronation. It is a stunning upset that sends shockwaves through the tennis world and ignites a firestorm of Pinoy pride across the globe. How did a young woman conquer one of the most dangerous players on the tour? How did she turn a hostile court into a fortress of Filipino fervor? Stay tuned as we break down the drama, the tactics, and the sheer determination behind Alex Eala's spectacular victory at the Canadian Open. For more coverage in tennis, subscribe and hit the notification bell. In professional tennis, the crowd is often called the fifth major, an intangible force that can lift a player to impossible heights or crush their spirit. For Caty McNally, stepping onto center court at the National Bank Open in Toronto was like walking into a hostile territory. The city, with its thriving Filipino-Canadian community, transformed the tennis venue into Manila North. Tens of thousands of fans filled the stands, creating an atmosphere of pure energy, a cacophony of flags, cheers, and the unmistakable sound of a community rallying behind its own. Caty McNally was fully aware of the challenge. In a pre-match interview, she showed remarkable sportsmanship. She told reporters she was expecting a full crowd with every single person cheering for Eala and her little team cheering for her. Her words were prophetic. The experience was immense, a trial by fire in one of the most passionate environments the WTA Tour offers. For McNally, it was a test of mental fortitude. For Eala, it was a gift of unconditional support. This outpouring of support deeply moved Eala, who has consistently expressed her pride in representing her country. The energy from the crowd is fuel to her. The sea of Philippine flags waving in the stands was a visual representation of the hopes of a nation. Alex Eala, the girl who first picked up a racket at 4, was no longer just a promising talent. She was the embodiment of national pride, a symbol of what Filipinos can achieve on the world stage. The energy was not just a background hum, it was the very air the players were breathing, thick with expectation and emotion. As the match commenced, the contrast in styles was immediately apparent. Caty McNally, a player with a powerful baseline game and fierce competitive streak, was coming off a stunning victory over Wimbledon champion Linda Noskova. She was in formidable form and hungry for a deep run. On the other side stood Alex Eala, a left-handed prodigy whose game is built on technical precision, court intelligence, and unshakable belief. Eala, the 25th seed, had earned a bye to the second round and was riding the momentum from her maiden WTA Tour title victory in Washington. The early games were a feeling-out process, a chess match at breakneck speed. McNally utilized heavy ground strokes to push Eala behind the baseline, trying to dictate play. But Eala was not overawed. She used exceptional movement and defensive skills to absorb the American's pace, redirecting the ball with pinpoint accuracy and forcing McNally to hit one extra shot. The crowd roared with every scramble, every retrieval, every moment where Eala turned defense into offense. The match was a seesaw battle. Both players held serve with authority, and the intensity never dipped. McNally played with immense grit and determination, refusing to back down. The rallies were long, physically demanding, and mentally exhausting. Every point felt like a mini-battle, momentum swinging like a pendulum. Eala displayed poise and maturity beyond her years, never getting too high or low, always focused on the next point. This was not just a match, it was a proving ground. As the match progressed into decisive stages, the atmosphere became almost unbearable. The tension was thick enough to cut with a knife. The Filipino fans found another gear, their chants of Alex echoing through the arena. Alex Eala, the young woman who had already made history by winning the US Open girls singles title, faced her moment of truth. This was a statement she needed to make to the world. Eala's game plan was executed to perfection. She neutralized McNally's power with deep, heavy balls that kept the American pinned behind the baseline. She used incredible court coverage to turn defense into attack. Her left-handed serve was a formidable weapon. But it was her mental fortitude that set her apart. When McNally threatened to break back, Eala found another level, hitting winners from impossible angles and digging deep to hold her nerve. The support from the crowd was not just a cheer, it was a tangible force that lifted her in the biggest moments. The final point was a microcosm of Eala's entire performance. A grueling rally, both players pushing each other to the limit. The crowd was on its feet, a sea of waving flags. McNally threw everything at Eala, but the Filipina refused to break. With a perfectly timed backhand down the line, Eala sealed the victory. The stadium erupted. It was not just a victory, it was a coronation. Alex Eala had beaten Caty McNally in one of the most hostile and energized environments imaginable. This was the moment the tennis world realized Alex Eala was a force to be reckoned with. In the immediate aftermath, center court was no longer a tennis arena, it was a celebration of Filipino pride. The cheers were deafening, the chants of Pilipinas echoing into the Toronto night. The Filipino community had witnessed their heroine defy expectations and conquer a formidable opponent. Viral moments flooded social media. Videos of the crowd singing, waving flags, and embracing each other spread everywhere. The victory was a cultural event, a testament to the strength and passion of the Filipino diaspora. Alex Eala's reaction was one of humility and immense pride. Speaking to the media, she was overcome with emotion, her voice thick with gratitude. She spoke of the unique bond she shares with the Filipino community. She told her kababayan that she sees them supporting her week after week, that she sees how much they love their fellow Filipinos, and that she is so proud to be Filipino. She thanked them all and said she loves them. The victory was a testament to the power of community. The significance of this win extends beyond immediate celebration. Just days before, she had made history by becoming the first Filipina to win a WTA Tour-level title at the Washington Open. That victory propelled her to a career-high ranking of number 20 in the world. This win in Toronto reinforces her status as a world-class player and a serious contender at the upcoming US Open. Pinoy pride erupted in Toronto, the culmination of a journey of grit, talent, and unwavering belief. This is her time, and the world is watching. Let us zoom out. To truly understand the magnitude of Alex Eala's victory, one must look at the journey that led her here. This is not a story of overnight success. It is a story of a lifetime of dedication, sacrifice, and unwavering belief. Alex Eala's story begins in the Philippines, where she first picked up a tennis racket at the age of 4. Her talent was undeniable, her drive insatiable. Her family recognized her immense potential and made the life-altering decision to send her to train at the prestigious Rafa Nadal Academy in Spain. Her time at the Nadal Academy was transformative. She honed her skills under world-class coaches, developing the powerful left-handed serve, precise ground strokes, and exceptional court movement. She continued to dominate in the junior ranks, culminating in a stunning victory at the US Open girls singles title, where she did not drop a single set and became the first Filipino player to win a junior Grand Slam. The transition to the professional tour was marked by the same grit and determination. She steadily climbed the WTA rankings. In March 2025, she made a stunning run to the semi-finals of the Miami Open, where she defeated 3 Grand Slam champions, including Iga Swiatek. In 2026, she continued her historic ascent, becoming the first Filipina to win a Grand Slam singles main draw match at the US Open and reaching her first WTA Tour-level final at Eastbourne. Her achievements earned her a spot on Forbes Asia's 30 Under 30 list. The victory at the Canadian Open was the latest and most electrifying chapter in this incredible story. A victory for the little girl who dreamed big, for the family who believed in her, and for a nation that proudly stands behind its hero. For more coverage in tennis, subscribe and hit the notification bell.